in San Dimas, California. And then when you're ready, just hit the red star.
As you can see by the menu you have in front of you, our experience today will begin with a single rich and creamy cappuccino. For the second course, I'll be offering a single espresso. Now the blend I'm using today features beans from the Americas, Indonesia, and Africa. From the Americas, I'll be using a fair trade organic Brazil that comes to us from the Coco Fundo Co-op. From Africa, I'll be doing a natural Ethiopian Yergisha. And finally, from Indonesia, I'll be doing a Sumatra Late Star, which is a semi-flushed. I'll be talking more about how the blend comes together and what you can expect when I serve the espresso. And then for my final course, I'll be serving my signature drink. Now, as some of you may know, I actually grew up in a family coffee business. So my beginnings in coffee really lie in my parents' love for coffee. And I can clearly remember us going on a pretty consistent basis to one local coffee house in particular called the Coffee Grinder. It was close to our house, so we would go there most mornings, and we spent a lot of weekends there as well. I remember one weekend my mom had asked the owner if he could make her a drink with chocolate milk, two of her favorite ingredients. He of course obliged, and she got a drink that she loved and began to order on a pretty regular basis. And it also began to catch on with some of the other regulars. And then one day we walk in, and there it is on the menu board, a Cindy's Special. And I just remember thinking how cool my mom, she had her name on a menu board. And I really think for me and my family, it's moments like that that brought an enjoyment of coffee to a real passion for coffee. So today I'll be making you my take on a Cindy Special in the watch. And I'm actually going to go ahead and begin preparing some of that right now, so I'll be right back. So I'm going to begin by building a fresh fig syrup. And I'm going to start by using a little lemon zest. When I say fresh, figs aren't fresh, they were dried, but I am making it right now. So I'm going to start with a little bit of lemon zest. And I'm using the lemon zest just to add a nice fresh component to the syrup, and I think the acidity helps to balance out some of the sweetness. Now here I have figs that I've reconstituted in some hot water, and I'm going to use both the water and the figs in this syrup. I like to use the figs as well because it gives the syrup an added flavor. And then for the sugar, I'm using a combination of both white and brown. Now I chose to use a combination because I really like the clean, pure flavor of white sugar, but I think that brown sugar adds a really nice deep molasses flavor, and also brings another dimension to the syrup. So as you can see, I'm just kind of combining all of these ingredients. And we still have a little sugar on there, so I'm going to put this back on a hot plate so that sugar can go ahead and finish dissolving. And while that takes place, I'll go ahead and begin preparation of your first course, the cappuccino. Excuse me. Whole organic milk that I brought with me. And I chose it because along with being a very naturally sweet milk, I love the rich butteriness that it provides for my cappuccinos. Purge my grinder. sip and the foam just floods into your mouth and melts away onto your palate, leaving you with lingering notes of toasted almond from the milk and slight hints of cocoa from the espresso. Please enjoy.
Round of applause for Heather's Cappuccinos.
But blend will follow through onto your palate. And then as you continue to drink down, follow the rich syrupiness to the back of your palate. And near the end of the espresso, you'll find slight notes of berry. So please do drink down and fully enjoy.
5 minutes left.
Thank you. They've got two layers. The bottom layer is the fig syrup that I created earlier. I simply strained it, put that at the bottom, and on top of that, I put a fresh shot of espresso. Now it's this distinct combination that's going to give the flavor, that's going to give the drink this unique coffee or chocolate flavor. Excuse me. As you'll come to see, there's no actual chocolate in the drink. So what I'm adding now is a cool almond cream on top of the drink. Now, the reason I'm not just pouring the cream in is because I want the distinct layer. It really gives the drink a unique flavor, not only in the chocolate and the almond, but also in the temperature. When you drink it, you'll find that you first get the cool almond cream to slide onto your mouth, and following that will be the distinct chocolate flavor coming from the fig syrup and the espresso, and that will be warm. And it'll kind of cleanse your palate. And I also love the rich mouthfeel that the cream adds as well. Okay, so not quite done yet. As a finishing touch, I'm just going to peel some lemon. What I love about this drink is how representative it is of me. Not only of my beginnings in coffee and kind of why I'm here today, but also the ingredients that I use. I mean, California grows 80% of the world's almonds. Lemons are famous for our citrus. And that's what I really love about this drink. So again, as a final touch, we're just gonna spritz the back of each glass with the lemon peel. Now what this is gonna do is as you go in to take your first sip, your nose will first be greeted by the aroma of lemon oil, which will enhance and heighten the rest of your senses. And then you'll take your first sip and you'll get the cool cream first, followed by the warm espresso and fig syrup. I ask that you do drink down and take more than one sip to fully experience all the flavors this drink has to offer. It has been a pleasure serving you today, and please enjoy your lunch.
MCs the Mill Rock Latte Art competitions that take place at Coffee Fest events, and I'm a judge for those, so I learned everything about MCing. Heather Perry is the reigning Western Regional Barista Champion. She is the two-time United States Barista Champion. She is second place in the world. Not only any United States competitor ever had, but any woman ever had. So, no pressure.
No, not at all. I know, I was like, I don't want them to say anything
I didn't,
before
that's why.
I compete. I know. I was all paranoid about it.
So how do you feel?
I feel good. I did what I wanted to. Yeah, I feel good.
I mean, you've done this so many times. What never changes? Like, what's always freaks you out?
Everything. Well, probably the biggest thing is espresso. I mean, trying to come up with what you think is that perfect blend is by far the hard. I think this coming here, we brought 3 blends with us and then like 5 single origins, so we can tweak anything that we want to. And it's hard, you know, because it depends on the day.
Right.
Some days you're in the mood for this, some days you're in the mood for this. And thank you. Who's that? Is that Andy? It's Tony or Andy. But yeah, I mean, that is probably the hardest thing. Is the coffee.
It's a lot of fans.
It's tough. Competing's tough. It's not easy. Probably the biggest thing that I hate when people say is like, oh, it just must come so naturally to you.
Right.
The only thing natural about competing for any of us here is blood, sweat, and tears. And I think any competitor can vouch for that. Yes, lots of tears, lots of sweat, yeah. See, Kyle's even crying a little. Kyle's even shed a few. It is not easy to come here and do this. It's tough.
I was here, Michelle and I were just talking about remembering how in 2003, Paul Bassett, who won the World Barista Championship, said that he practiced his routine from start to finish 60 times in 1 month. And I was totally blown away. And now for a World Barista Champion, that's kind of hard.
I was like 60?
Yeah.
60 in like a week. That's like, yeah, I mean, we're doing like 15 a day getting through these things.
I mean, these things, the thing is that, so Heather won the US Barista Championship this last year in 2007. She also won it in 2003, but the entire game changed in those years. I mean, it has advanced so incredibly.
Why you gotta give away the article?
Oh, sorry. Heather's going to be one of the women featured
Kind of
on
what
the
I
cover
said.
of next issues. Anyway, Heather, congratulations. One more big round of applause. The award for the highest score for espresso in the preliminary round goes to Miss Heather Perry. Sorry. 2008 Western Regional Best Signature Drink goes to Heather Perry. In no particular order, our finalists are this guy named Kyle Glanville, Los Angeles, California, Brian It's Nick Griffin.
Yeah.
Congratulations,
Tyler, get down! Get down! Get down! Drop and give me 50. That's right.
Everyone, look at here. Look at Mama. At the camera.
Oh shit.
Get in the picture, dude.
All right. Yeah.